Folks, on this next hunt, we're going to be chasing white-tailed deer in the pre-rut. Going to meet up with a good friend of mine, Skip Bogdan. You guys met Skip last year on an elk hunt in southern Colorado. Well, this year, we team up together at my house in northern Missouri to chase some deer. Skip, I see a good one. Get ready, I'm going to rattle.
pre-rut with Cali and Missouri, and bucks are starting to get on the move. Seeing a lot, passing some smaller ones. Tonight, November 4th, we just smoked a real nice one, 10 point I think, about 30 yards. Awesome time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Sweet. We just got down. We're gonna go find the arrow. We know he's laying right up the field here. We're just gonna get our arrow and go take a look at him.
Here's some skin, buddy.
Yeah. Bingo. Look at that. That's the smell of success right there. There he is. Woo! Wow. That's awesome. That's a bruiser, dude. That's a bruiser.
Oh yeah.
Heavy. Oh, look at that. Jeez. Oh. Oh. We gotta clean him up.
We do. That thing's a toad, ain't he?
Oh, yeah. Thick deer.
He's heavy.
Very heavy. Came up on our buck, beautiful 10 point. We ran maybe 80 yards and piled up. Beautiful Missouri buck. Here with Cali and having an awesome time. Great buck, heavy horns, old buck, probably 4.5, 5 years old. And big body. Awesome.
Wow, that was a cagey old buck. Folks, you can see why I love hunting the pre-rut in northern Missouri. The weather's most of the times nice, the leaves are changing, the food plots are green, and there's a lot of deer activity. We had a lot of encounters with a lot of different bucks, but not the one we wanted. So we changed our strategies, and our strategy on this day was to get in a bottleneck area between a food source and a bedding area. And that's exactly what we did, and it worked perfect. So let's talk about the tips on this hunt and why we were successful. Tip number one is this: when you're rattling an old whitetail buck in and he comes to your location, he's normally going to come with his head up and both ears forward, and he's going to be on high alert. He's looking for who's fighting down there, how big are they, and am I going to be able to whip them? Well, the key to this is do not move while that deer is approaching you. His ears are forward, he's coming straight down the field at you. His vision is all the way around. He wants to know what's going on. If you move, he's going to pick you out and the game's over. So set still while he's approaching. Tip number two is what I call your scent line. That's the direction the wind is blowing your scent from the tree stand out into the field. So I tell everybody this: use a wind indicator and check your wind. Find something out in the field that you can use as a reference marker so that you know that's exactly where your wind is hitting. Now from that point downwind 7 yards is what I call your red zone. When you have a big old cagey buck like this and you've rattled and he's got his head up and you can see he keeps raising his head, he's checking the wind, he's on high alert. When he gets into that red zone, you better be shooting, because it's just a few seconds he's going to hit your scent line and he's going to blow up and run out of there. Game over. And your third tip is what I call aiming and shooting below the center line. You've got a big buck, he's in range, he's on high alert, you've been rattling, he knows something's going on, he's just not walking by and feeding. Folks, this deer is on high alert, so he's going to drop a lot faster than what a normal deer would. So, but from the top of the back to the bottom of the brisket, you need to find the center point between that. And then when you aim to shoot that deer, you need to aim below that line, because as soon as your bow goes off, that deer is going to drop. And you can see in this film, that buck was about 35 yards away. He heard the bow and he immediately dropped. If Skip hadn't aimed low, he would have shot that deer high in the back. Folks, if you try these 3 tips on your next hunt, do not move when a deer is approaching your location. Make sure you check your scent line and where the wind is blowing, and always aim below your center line on a big old buck. Folks, I know you're going to be a more successful deer hunter. Thanks for being with me on the 15 Yard Files.
woods where you can't see the forest for all the cottonwood trees. My little humble abode sits back in a hole where nothing don't bother me. And in the spring of the year when the big birds strut, you can bet I'm gonna call. I'll be hunting tom turkeys and eating deer jerky that we killed back in the fall. I got a blonde-haired, green-eyed beauty queen. She knows how to treat me right. And she's been known to hunt the rut till she's got one in her sights. We got a big old red truck with 4 doors and 4-wheel drive.